Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Thomas Carter III, and I'm the Assistant Dean for Academic and Student Affairs in the College of Engineering. Today is a special day for all of us. It's a day of celebration and recognition, a day that marks the official ending of one phase of life and the beginning of another. Thank you all for being here. At this time, you are all invited to stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
You may be seated. At this time, I'm honored to introduce members of our administration and distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. First, I'd like to introduce our platform party, beginning with Dean Kim Needy, who will be leading us through the ceremony today. We're very pleased to welcome Congressman Bruce Westerman, who will serve as our commencement speaker. Congressman Westerman is currently serving his fourth term as representative from the 4th District of Arkansas. Mrs. Madeleine Solintrop is our College of Engineering Outstanding Senior. Dr. Kevin Hall, Associate Dean for Research. Dr. Norm Dennis, Senior Associate Dean. Dr. Brian Hill, Associate Dean for Student Affairs. Our department representatives, Dr. Raj Rao, Department Head of Biomedical Engineering, Dr. Dave Ford, Department Head of the Ralph Martin Department of Chemical Engineering, and Dr. Michael Hale, Department Head for Civil Engineering. We're also fortunate to have with us Ms. Claudia Staples. She will interpret for persons with hearing impairments. Please join me in recognizing these participants in today's ceremony. Before I turn things over to Dean Needy, I'd like to make one note to our graduates. Please remember that you will be exiting the arena directly after you receive your diploma. So please take your belongings with you when you come to the stage. And now I'll turn things over to Dean Needy.
Thanks, Dean Carter. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Engineering, congratulations. Today is a momentous day, and I know that many of you have dreamed about being in these seats for a very long time. I also know this probably isn't what you pictured when you dreamed of graduation day. Limited capacity, 6 feet apart, face coverings. This isn't the commencement that any of us pictured this year. It's different in many ways, but not any less momentous. I would love nothing more than to give each of you the congratulatory handshake that you so richly deserve. And I know you would love nothing more than to share and embrace with your friends and colleagues on this unforgettable day. It's painful to miss out on those memories, but I hope that you know that today is more than about handshakes, regalia, and diplomas. Today is a milestone. It is a crossing over point between who you were and who you will become. You have the tools to define your future as an engineer or computer scientist. You have attended the classes, completed the projects, and passed the test to certify that you have the skills you need to begin your career or pursue graduate studies with a strong foundation. You have also been instilled with a commitment to lifelong learning, which will carry you through with what we predict will be a long and rewarding career. What you are expected to do is to think. You are expected to learn. You are expected to problem solve. And you are expected to commit yourself to growth as a professional and as a person. That's a tall order, and it's one you are now uniquely positioned to fill. The world needs more engineers and computer scientists more than ever. This last few months have shown us the importance of people like us, people who can combine deep technical expertise with critical thinking and adaptability to find the best solutions when they are needed the most. Whether your focus has been on supply chains, food production, medical devices, transportation, cybersecurity, material science, or any one of the other critical topics in our curriculum, you have a role to play to build a better world for tomorrow. That's what today is about. It's now your time to step into the world as an engineer, as a computer scientist, as a capable, compassionate person who is ready to make a difference. I would also like to recognize the parents, spouses, siblings, children, and other family members of the students who are gathering here today. This is certainly a special day for each of you, and I salute you for all the support and encouragement you've given your loved ones to allow them to become University of Arkansas College of Engineering graduates. Graduates and faculty, please join me in thanking this significant group of people. Now, I'd like to recognize an exceptional group of our graduates. The university recognizes first-ranked senior scholars as individuals who took all undergraduate coursework at the University of Arkansas and achieved a 4.0 grade point average, and senior scholars as those students who also achieved a 4.0 grade point average on all undergraduate coursework, including some transfer credit from other institutions. If you are a first-ranked senior scholar or senior scholar, please stand at this time. Congratulations. You may be seated. We also want to recognize the outstanding senior in each department. They are chosen by their department faculty as the individual who has the best combined record of academic achievement, department, college, and campus contributions, and community service. If you are an outstanding senior, please stand at this time. Congratulations. All of these students are noted in your commencement program with these distinctions. Each year, one student is selected as the College of Engineering Outstanding Senior. This selection is based on an individual's activities in the college, service to the university and community, and grade point average. This year, the College of Engineering's Outstanding Senior is Madeleine Solintrop. Madeleine is an industrial engineering major. Madeleine is an accomplished scholar, researcher, campus leader, and she actively serves society. She holds multiple leadership roles on campus, serving as the president of Alpha Pi Mu, the Industrial Engineering Honor Society, and the secretary of Tau Beta Pi, the College of Engineering Honor Society, while maintaining a 4.0 grade point average. And as an honors student, she is developing models for battery swap stations for drones delivering life-saving blood supplies. She embodies what it means to be a Razorback in all aspects of life. Please join me in welcoming Madeleine Solintrop to the podium.
Good afternoon, graduating class of 2021. I, for one, cannot believe this day has come, and I think every single one of you should be very proud of yourselves for all you have accomplished in your undergraduate career. It surely has not been easy, but has been filled with memories that we will cherish as we look back at our time at the University of Arkansas. Can you believe it has been over 3.5 years since we first walked into our first GNED class? It wasn't a few weeks or even days later that we were working countless hours on physics or calculus or chemistry homework. And maybe it was just me, but at that point in my freshman year, I wasn't really sure if I had any friends or if everyone was just being really nice to me because they weren't really sure if they had any friends either. I remember during the fall of that year, I was filling out the Arkansas Alumni Association Scholarship, and the essay prompt asked me why being a member of the University of Arkansas family was important to me. And I thought to myself, well, that is super cheesy, and I have no idea how I'm going to answer that. Given the description of freshman year that I just gave you, this new environment and community didn't exactly feel quite like a family yet. But as I stand here today, I can say with full confidence that the University of Arkansas, the College of Engineering, and our respective departments have provided us with the guidance, love, and support which has made these communities our families. These groups of people are there to listen to our questions and concerns, to guide us and offer us advice. I know most of us have engineering friends that we see and talk to more than our own family members. I mean, it makes sense. There's nothing like the bond of walking out of a test, everyone feeling defeated, someone saying, man, I hope there's a curve. That will really bring a group of people together. Although I didn't see it my freshman year, I especially saw this past year how strong of a family I was a part of. So it wouldn't be an engineering commencement ceremony without a little math. According to a data source with a broad definition of engineering, there's going to be about 4 million engineers in the U.S. workforce this year, and 200,000 of those will have just graduated college. That means that we are part of the 5% of engineers in the workforce who graduated with an engineering degree while dealing with the stress of adjusting to online class, the disappointment of a social distance senior year, the financial stress of a tough economy, and anything else this lovely pandemic has brought to our plates. I believe this 5% of recent engineering graduates will be the most resilient class of graduates that this workforce has ever seen. We have not only had exceptional training on how to solve engineering problems, but we have also received unsolicited but necessary training on how to solve some of life's hardest problems. So whether you're going into industry or going to graduate school, I am 100% confident that if you can get through this past year and a few months of engineering school in a pandemic, you can use your resilience to overcome any challenge and to succeed at whatever you hope and you dream. It's also way too easy for us to dwell on what did and didn't happen this past year. I hope you fondly remember all those late nights in Bell in your respective study rooms or computer labs studying for a test with your friends. I hope you take with you all the good times as well as the lessons learned from the hard times. It's been quite a journey, and I wish you all the best on your next endeavor. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Madeleine. At this time, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker, Congressman Bruce Westerman, who will share his inspirational message with us via video. Congressman Westerman is serving his 4th term as a representative from the 4th District of Arkansas. He is an engineer and forester by trade and worked for 22 years at Mid-South Engineering in Hot Springs. He was named Engineer of the Year by the Arkansas Society of Professional Engineers in 2013. Congressman Westerman graduated in 1990 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Biological and Agricultural Engineering and was a 4-year walk-on member of the Razorback football team. He is also a graduate of Yale University, earning a Master of Forestry degree in 2001.
Thank you, Dean Needy, and warm greetings to the university administration and staff, to the parents, friends, family, and most of all, to the members of the class of 2021. 31 years ago, I was sitting where you are as a soon-to-be graduate of the University of Arkansas College of Engineering. This is a significant milestone in your life. It's an exciting day. You may have a similar memory etched in your mind of walking out of engineering hall after taking that last final exam and feeling like the weight of the world had been lifted because your final academic requirements had been fulfilled. But did you make your way out of the building and into the cool rain to your old pickup to discover a flat tire? That was my story, and after changing it, I decided to spend roughly $5 of the $13 I had left in my checking account to get it fixed before I drove home on the spare. To the eye, it appeared that I finished college with $13 and a flat tire. But the University of Arkansas experience is much more than meets the eye. You're about to obtain a certificate that acknowledges you literally have one of the best educations on the planet. But the world doesn't owe you anything. Your challenge is to make the most of the opportunities you have as a graduate of this fine institution and give back to the world to make it a better place for everyone. Commencement 1990 marked the second time ever on both sides of the Westerman family for someone to graduate from college. You may be in the same situation as a first-generation graduate in your family, or you may have a long lineage of college graduates. But the fact that you are graduating with an engineering degree, and I know Maddie said you're in 5% of the workforce, but it means you've accomplished something that only a fraction of 1% of all Americans have ever achieved, and even a smaller amount of the global population. Today is extra special because my daughter and my son-in-law are among your ranks. It does the heart good to have a heritage of engineering graduates in your family. June 1st will mark 30 years since my college sweetheart said I do. Maybe you too have been blessed to find your soulmate here. These 2 football conference championship rings left campus with me. Unfortunately, they were the last 2, but I know Coach Pittman's going to change that. Oh, y'all can be more excited than that. Yeah, go Hogs. Whether you played sports or not, you're now and forever a member of the Razorback Nation. Travel the world, and you'll find Hog fans everywhere. Please join the Alumni Association or get involved in other ways to give back. What does it mean to be an engineer? You'll get asked that question a lot. Some will joke and say that the difference between an extroverted engineer and an introverted engineer is the fact that the extrovert looks at your shoes when he's talking to you. But don't worry, when they give you a hard time, ask them if they know what you call an engineer 5 years after graduation. The answer is boss. In the broadest sense, engineers are highly skilled problem solvers. You demonstrated that you can grasp complicated math and science concepts, but you'll soon learn that your biggest asset is that you can define and solve big problems. And the world needs big problem solvers. Your skills apply to much more than engineering. You will have opportunities to solve problems you can't even imagine right now. You have prepared for those opportunities, but if you want to rendezvous with unexpected success, you must never stop preparing. Coach Ken Hatfield taught us that there is no such thing as luck. But what some people confuse as luck is simply where preparation meets opportunity. Put another way, legendary Arkansan and football coach Paul Bear Bryant said that the harder he works, the luckier he gets. This experience is much more than $13 and a flat tire. You have the foundation and the skills to do great things in your careers, in your communities, and for our future. You have what it takes to solve the world's complicated problems. Use those talents to bless others around you. Multiply the work ethic you learned to get through engineering school. When people see your success and call you lucky, remember, you weren't lucky, you were prepared and accepted the challenge. Remember your time at this incredible school and those who poured into you. In turn, share your luck with others to make the world a better place. May God continue to bless you and your futures, and wherever you go and whatever you do, always remember, woo pig suey, go Razorbacks.
I'm so grateful to Congressman Westerman for sharing his well wishes with us this afternoon. At this time, I would like to ask the graduates to stand. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree indicated on your diploma with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassels to the left side of your mortar boards. Congratulations. Please be seated. Today, we are recognizing those students who have or will have completed their respective degree requirements in May or August of 2021. This year, we are awarding 730 degrees to our undergraduate students. Those graduating from the Honors College will be wearing a bronze medallion and will receive Latin honors on their diplomas in recognition of their accomplishment. Those not graduating from the Honors College but with high overall grade point averages will receive various levels of distinction on their diplomas in recognition of their excellent grades. Those graduating summa cum laude or with highest distinction will be wearing white stole with a red and white cord and have achieved a grade point average of at least 3.90. Magna cum laude or high distinction graduates will be wearing a white stole and have achieved a grade point of at least 3.75. Those graduating cum laude will be wearing a red stole and have achieved a grade point average of at least 3.50. Those graduating with distinction will be wearing a red stole and have achieved a grade point of at least 3.60. At this time, I'll ask the biomedical engineering students to rise and be escorted by the marshals to the platform. Still photographs of the commencement ceremony will be available for purchase. Ordering information will be sent to each graduate. The recipients of degrees from the Department of Biomedical Engineering will be recognized by Department Head Dr. Raj Rao.
Dean Edie, on behalf of the faculty of the Biomedical Engineering Department, I am pleased to present these students as having completed all of the requirements for their degrees.
Elizabeth Ann Bullard. Gianna Therese Bush. Ethan Chen. Lauren Danielle Crimmins. Natalie Marie Curry.
Jacob Christopher Paris. Smit Vipin Chandra Patel. Rebecca Elise Townsley. Elise Claire Wyatt.
Gabriel D. David. Joseph Berryman. Jordan Crosby. Harrison William Lee Dean.
Alexandria Ayana Patton. Ayman Ziad Youssef.
Reagan Dugan. Hannah Hollenbeck.
See a problem, solve a problem. Yeah, yeah.
Anna Christine McCoy. Zachary Stewart Williams.
Haley Jane Deargle. Ryan C. Gant. Cody Gish. Mackenzie Ann Lewis.
Casey Thurman.
Alexis Applequist. Clayton Grass. Abigail Classing.
Annalise Walker.
Andrea Austin. Mitchell Bells. Lindsay Kate Uve. Seth Hugh Box. Morgan J. Burns. Leah Zarnecki. Maggie Ann Duffin.
Got to be careful here.
Taylor Marie Farnan. Samia Almas Ismail, summa cum laude. Amy Kallenberger. Anne Harley Little. Jacqueline Logier.
Katerina Marie McConnell. Ania Marcela Melgar Rapallo. Catherine Alejandra Miranda Munoz. Angus McAuliffe Pallant. Kayla Renee Plummer. Kyle Jeffrey Potts. Megan Elizabeth Ross. Brianna Schick. Landon Smith. Summer Smith. Noah Toll. Otaniel Antonio Vasquez Bernal. Justin Vestal. Sharifa Williams Lewis.
The recipients of degrees from the Ralph E. Martin Department of Chemical Engineering will be recognized by the department head, Dr. Dave Ford.
Dean Needy, on behalf of the faculty of the Ralph E. Martin Department of Chemical Engineering, I am pleased to present these students as having completed all of the requirements for their degrees.
Caroline Campbell.
Andrew George McClellan. Patricia Means. Marcos Rodriguez. Colton Clark Rogers. Hayden Townsend. Logan Watts.
Renato Gonzalez. Loc V. Huynh.
John G. Magnus. Kayliana Gray Warden.
Gentry Gosviner. Seth Armstrong Horn. Kyle Scott Key. Reed Harrison Leisure.
Hannah Claire Thornton.
Landon Alleman.
Sarah Neo.
Amir Mohammed Al-Somali. Austin Bradshaw Cowser.
Quinn Stegman.
Ali Alabad. Abdulaziz Alasiri. Joan Azucena. Amanda Baker. Christian Bandora Mukama. Jacob Elbridge Biniakwitz.
Oh, no.
Derek Ray Burton. Victoria Jo Del Santer. William Doherty. Alexander Griesbach.
I really like that.
Brandon Howell. Colby Wynn. Matthew Blake Iden. Covenson Latouche.
Austin Wyatt McAdoo. Megan Brooke Ohlendorf Mitchell. Jacob Daniel Rodden.
Young lady here is the last of the chemicals, and then we start civil, so we'll hold right there.
Andrew Rodriguez. Carol Rogers. Evan Simpson. Georges Tadrous. Sydney Victoria White.
The recipients of degrees from the Department of Civil Engineering will be recognized by the department head, Dr. Micah Hale.
Dean Eady, on behalf of the faculty of the Civil Engineering Department, I am pleased to present these students having completed all the requirements for their degrees.
Olivia Celeste Overton.
Lane Edwards. John Thomas Haney. Mariah Cruz. Yesenia Gonzalez. William Hopkins. Allison Michelle Lemley.
Samantha Spencer. Derek Anthony Zimmerman.
Lisbeth Juarez Bartolo.
Caitlin Lee Morgan. Addison Perez. Faith Ryan Wilkerson. Thomas Lee Winkler. Jaime Andres Zambrano.
Olivia Allen.
Congratulations, fellers.
Matthew Annis. Thomas Joey Black. Zachary Blocker. Austin Weber Chesser. Brock Landon Childress. Natnael Chukala. Weston Cole. Layla Cristel Coronel Moreno. Piper Shanae Costner. Michelle Alexandra Escobar Alvarado. John Ryan Fancher. Grant Hume Ferguson. Ricardo Ferreira. Tanner William Flippo. Felipe Hernandez. Dalton Hoffman. David Hubbard. Connor Kennedy. Adam Krawcheck.
Trisha Marie McElroy. Abaya Missick.
Oh, come on now.
Colin Nguyen. Mauricio R. Nunez Cespedes. Justin Tyler Odom. Ryan Pierce.
Right.
Emma Catherine Kai Presley. Arturo Rivera. Molina Sanders. Micah Schuerman. Cody Simmons. Christine J. Stellwagen. Jacob William Taylor. Patrick Hunter Wallace. Dwight Walters. Kip O'Brien Williams.
This concludes the College of Engineering commencement ceremony. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your day.